Welcome back to the Union Street Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hey, and be sure to subscribe to the Union Street Podcast, coming to you from Union Street Arts here in Marion, Illinois, Southern Illinois. Your creative hub for our region. Thank you for tuning in. We have a very special episode today. We're going to be getting into a lot of updates, where we've been, what's been going on, and what the vision for the future holds. So stay tuned. We're going to fill you all in with all the things Union Street Podcast. Let's get into it. So thank you for listening. This podcast has been launched since 2022, the Union Street Podcast, and we produced 60 episodes of the Union Street Podcast. I learned a lot during that time, talked to really amazing people, and I'm wanting to do that again. So this is a revival of the Union Street Podcast as a new chapter begins. There are things that have happened over the past year, and things have been good. Some of the things have been bad. But you know what? That is life. But hey, we're doing good. We're here, we're blessed, we're thriving, and we're looking for the future. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new revamp, new launch, and also some rebranding that will be coming up too. You know, just out with the old, in with the new. That's what we want. Out with the old, in with the new. Can I hear that? Yes. And thank you. Thank you to all our supporters and our watchers and listeners and my friends for supporting me throughout this whole journey that I've been on at Union Street Arts. Gosh, we're entering our 4th year of being here in this building, in this space. We have a new podcast studio. I know, this thing is pretty cool. I have dedicated this entire new space to the podcast. So very excited to have a streamlined room production studio here at Union Street Arts. For those of you that might not know, Union Street Arts is a creative studio in Marion, Illinois. We specialize in video production, podcast production, commercials. We do advertising, websites, web design, strategy. You can borrow our brain. Pretty cool. UnionStreetArts.com if you're more interested in hiring us, looking at what services we provide, and how we can get more in touch. UnionStreetArts.com. You can expect more of these episodes every week this year, so don't forget to subscribe, tune in. Let's do this. So I'm going to reflect on the past here for a moment and think back to the start of this podcast. I've had some memorable moments. We've had 60 episodes, a lot of great guests. From various topics, from business owners to artists to musicians to experts in science and photographers and just community members, just everyday people. And that was something that we really enjoyed. I enjoyed getting to talk to people, real people, have real conversations on this podcast. And that's what we're hoping to continue to do as we revamp and continue to produce new episodes. Lots of fun. So let's do this. And in the past year, we have had challenges, mostly when it comes to personnel, people. As we revamp, you'll know that some of the people who started here 4 years ago are no longer here with us today. And, that's a bit sad. And, they will be onward. Things are moving onward. We're turning the page. And onward and upward, as they say in show business, the show must go on. You're either with us or you're against us. And that's the type of mentality that we've had to take. And so we are going on, baby. So we're excited. But it's a new look, a new energy, a new purpose, perhaps, behind starting this podcast back again. So, but without making mistakes, we can never learn. So, hey, we're learning all the time, and we're going to continue to. And hopefully we can entertain, too. I want to have some fun conversations, not just all serious or talking about subjects. Let's have some fun with this thing. I want to have fun. Let's do it. The vision for the future, I really just want to keep creating original content. Our production company, my production company, produces content for many different brands and businesses, and I have amazing relationships with my clients that I serve, and I love being able to do that. Because I have been so busy, our production company has been so busy producing, this podcast sort of fell to the wayside for a little while, and that's okay. But now I've built the infrastructure to be able to put out more content easily, where I don't need to take breaks, really. Just keep cranking out original content for Union Street Arts. I want to put my perspective on things and my twist, because, hey, here we are. I'm in front of this camera speaking on this mic right now. So I do want to share some of our mission statement and some goals publicly about the podcast and why we're starting on it. The vision for our podcast. Our vision for the relaunch of the Union Street podcast is to be the premier destination for thought-provoking discussions, engaging stories, and actionable insights that can empower our listeners to navigate the complexities of modern life. Through meaningful conversations and with a diverse range of guests and experts, we aim to inspire, inform, and entertain while fostering a community and connection among our audience, you. And we want to hear from you and engage with this content. So please leave a comment, like us, subscribe, send it to your friend if you think they're interested in any of this. Please. Thank you. All right, let's keep it moving. I want to produce quality content. Here are the goals for the podcast relaunch. Number 1, produce quality content. Plain and simple. I want to have a diversity of perspectives. One of the things I love about being a business owner, I get to talk to a lot of different people. I get to sit at the seat at a boardroom table with a billion-dollar corporation talking to the CEO about business, about strategy on projects, and turn around the next day, I'll be meeting with an artist who might be living more remote, off grid, potentially in the Shawnee National Forest. And so being able to have discussions with both of those types of people is something that I really enjoy. And I feel like I get a good diversity of opinions and perspectives. And then I just want to learn from these people. Anything I can take away, learn. That's what I'm all about. I love to learn, and I want to learn from people. That's right. And to engage the community. I want to bring on guests from the community to speak about community projects that might not be getting the attention that they deserve, or a story that I find interesting that is happening in the community. This can be a platform for somebody to come on and tell their story, and we can help amplify that, and I can create some content around it, share stories, make meaningful connections with the people I bring in here and interview, and foster community growth through this podcast. And we want to have an impact and influence on our community and out in the world. So we just want to have a positive impact in this community. We want to bring smiles to people's faces and hear directly from our audience and our friends, community. That's what we want to do here. So If you don't know me, my name is Luke O'Neill. I'm the owner and CEO of Union Street Arts. We are a creative studio here in Marion, Illinois. We produce podcasts, video commercials, websites, design, web development, social media strategy. We do a little bit of everything when it comes to content marketing. And we'll be talking a lot about that and what we do and our services on this podcast too. Shameless promotion and plugs will be happening. That's just how the world works, folks. Get with the program. And my background, I am from Marion, Illinois. Grew up, loved playing sports. Went on to do an athletic scholarship for soccer at Parkland College in Champaign, Illinois. Had a great time doing that. After Parkland, I went on and got my cinema degree from cinema and photography with a bachelor's in, let's see here. It was a bachelor's of media arts with a specification in cinematography, photography, with documentary film specialization and a minor in theater. That's a lot to remember. I know I've got my degree hanging on my wall now. It says mass communication and media arts. So there you go. And since then, since graduating, I've been in the wedding industry. I've been in the media industry ever since. I've ran multiple businesses and production companies over that time. Currently under Union Street Arts and White Oak Wedding Films. Those are my two main focuses, but I'm very active in the community here, very active in business development and creating relationships and creating content. That's sort of my specialty, making people look good and sound good. You want that? Call me. And I love to travel. Some of my personal interests are travel. I love to eat. I love to run. I'm a big runner. I completed a marathon last year, my first marathon, actually. I've got a big running event coming up. So I like to run. I like to travel. I like to just have fun with friends and family. I love sports, love to watch sports. I love to create art too. Union Street Arts. I love art. I love what it stands for. I love what it means to this world, and I have a lot of fun creating it and enjoy consuming it as well. So that's a little bit about me. We'll probably dive into a little bit more about me as this show goes on. So just stay tuned. Some of the format structures. So this is a weekly podcast. We're going to be having guests on, but I also want to just have me on, maybe with a couple of rotating co-hosts that can sit in this chair across from me. Maybe it's a regular co-host. Maybe it's, I have a circle of co-hosts that I can bring on, and we can just talk about, shows and what's happening in the community, what's happening in the world, things like that. That have my circle of friends I can bring on. And honestly, I want to produce more. So I know I did a weekly show, but I'd love to get this up to the point where we're doing multiple shows in a week. I'd love to create more studio rooms like this so I can have people come in and they can do their own shows here, potentially by an hourly basis. They can come in. We can provide the equipment, the space, the internet, and that people need to be able to stream like this. Maybe there's a computer with creative design, like a Mac Studio. I'm not going to give away all my plans here, but I'd love to do more content, just be that content hub, and efficient content. I think podcasting is one of the most efficient ways of producing content, high quality content that you can repurpose, reshare, reuse in so many ways. So that's something I really enjoy about podcasts. And then for some of the upcoming episodes, there'll be some announcements. We're going to announce some events that are upcoming. We're going to have on some friends, some people that you have already seen on this show. We're going to bring some people back on. So I'm very excited about that. So just stay tuned. And I will be giving some tips and tricks for business, art, community, how to make an idea happen, launch a business, create a new endeavor, and also reflect back on what we've done right. So that's the plan for this new podcast, upcoming episodes. And we want to hear from you, our listeners. We want your feedback. We want to enhance conversations between us and the people that are listening, our audience, our community. We want you to share your thoughts, any suggestions you can have for the podcast, or any questions. This will be a total revamp, a rebrand. So be following our other social medias on Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We're all on them all. I'm on Twitter at the Luke O'Neill, or just search Union Street Arts. You'll find us. You can connect with us there, and you can also send us an email or go to our website. You can email me at luke@unionstreetarts.com, or just go to our website, unionstreetarts.com. You'll be able to send us a message and see more information about what we do, who we are, and what you might be able to expect, and send us a message. Say, hey, what's up? So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you want to be a guest on this podcast, go to our website, unionstreetarts.com/podcast, and you'll be able to see a form where you can submit information and be able to become a guest on our show. So go to our website if you want to be a guest on our show. Send us a message. That would be great. Please share this if you have anyone. Subscribe. Give us a rating if you're listening to us on Apple Music. So just want to say again, thank you so much for listening to the Union Street Podcast. It's been a while. It's been good. It's been a fun one. It's been short, but hey, short and sweet sometimes is the way to go. Find out more information, unionstreetarts.com. Follow us on social media. And you know what? I'm just thankful to be able to share this with you today. So I'm going to come up with some meaningful tag at the end. Some inspiring. But for now, I just have to say, go out, be good, enjoy this life while we still have it, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.